I'm Melanie Sayward, and you are tuning in to The Pink Elephant. Hey there, and welcome to the first ever episode of The Pink Elephant. Hey, I'm really glad you've decided to check this podcast out because I have some thoughts that I want to put forward that really revolve around one issue in particular that I think will challenge all of us about the substance of our faith. You know, there is a good chance that you've never heard of me. So the number one thing you need to know about me is I am really passionate about God. My faith means everything to me. You know, it's gotten me through some of the darkest times and, of course, some of the best times. And I have this conviction: Jesus is the answer to all my needs, whether they are inner needs or external needs. But having said that, I'd be lying if I said that I'm satisfied with faith. And I'm no different to any other believer. In fact, I might just be a little bit more radical than the average believers I sit alongside in church. You know, and it's not to say that I haven't tried to pursue that satisfaction in my faith. I've done so much. I've done everything. I've read books. I've listened to podcasts. I've gone to conferences. I've been in small groups. I've attended every kind of service that exists. I've gone to Bible college. I've done leadership programs. I've done discipleship programs. I've evangelized. I've given money to missions. I've given money to fellow believers. And I've given lots and lots of time to church and its people, including leading departments, serving, lots of serving, and of course I was a pastor for a time. And I'm also super meticulous about my own journey as a follower of Christ. I am nuts about the word. You know, my streak on the YouVersion Bible app, it's pretty good, y'all. You know, side note, am I the only one who both hates and loves that streak feature? Or more correctly, I hate that I love the streak feature. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm no spring chicken Christian. Try and say that really fast. But despite having done all the right things, and I'm using that little bunny ear thing with my fingers that indicate inverted commas, I've had this question that has periodically followed me throughout my entire Christian life. Is this it? Is this what the Christian faith was meant to be? When God dreamed up this awesome new covenant, was this what he dreamed of for his children? You know, 2 years ago, I went through a really tough season where I was saying that question every day. Yeah, it was coming out of a place of pain and disillusionment as I was contemplating how my life had veered so far from the ideal despite having done all the right things. But in the last 2 years, I've experienced so much healing and clarity about the past and the future, and yet that question has still remained. Only this time, it's coming from a place of curiosity. Are we really living the life that God meant for us to live? Is this it? Is that what faith is? Because I think there is more to it. And if there is more, why aren't I experiencing it? I want to. I don't want to settle in my faith. You know, I often find myself reading Paul's letters feeling completely frustrated because I can sense this massive chasm between what he lived and what we modern Christians live today. I read the stories of the early church and with all its dysfunction and infighting, I still find myself wishing for what they had. All right, maybe I went a little bit too far on that one, but it just seems like they experienced so much more of God, so much more of Christian community, and just the power of the Holy Spirit than I do today. Okay, here's the point. This isn't it. It can't be. Something is missing, and I've been on a journey to find out what that is. And that is the reason I'm doing this podcast. It's the reason I'm calling it The Pink Elephant, because I believe this is the biggest undiscussed yet utterly obvious issue in the modern Christian community today. To voice it makes people feel nervous, but to ignore it is just so detrimental. Something is missing in our faith. And I'm going to take you on a journey to discover just what I think that is and hopefully help restore what's lacking. You know, I've got to warn you, it's going to be super challenging. It's going to get uncomfortable because this is not a message that you would typically hear in a Sunday sermon. But I want to encourage you not to be afraid of the hard stuff. It might be exactly what you need to hear to take you to the next level in your faith. Look, if you want to hear a little bit more about me and who I am, I've recorded an episode that's essentially my testimony. So go check that out. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to taking this journey with you. God bless.